Dying, which was great.
No, it was good. Obviously the lockdown happened, but I killed a few birds with one stone. I was able to do this thing on YouTube and stay busy. I also got to interview the people that have grown up, you know, loving as a kid. Cynthia Rothrock and all those people that I could meet and interview. And it's great.
Well, this is one of the questions. Who was your main influence? So I've gone, rather than me asking a question, my questions are rubbish. These come straight from the people. So this is from Frank. Who was your main influence?
Of course it's Bruce Lee, but I always have to say that, you know, when I was 13 and Bloodsport, Kickboxer, and those movies came out, Lionheart, you know, Van Damme, when I was a teenager, he was the influence. And of course, Bruce Lee throughout the whole life, and you know, all of them, but Jackie Chan as well, those sorts of guys.
God, where's Nick? Where's Nick? What was Van Damme like? Oh my gosh!
He was all right.
Let's leave it at that. Okay, I'm going to ask these though. So, your most difficult movie to make?
All of the really good ones that have got great fight scenes are really hard to make, and a miserable experience, like hell on earth. If you're doing it properly, it's quite painful. So, some of the best ones that people love the most were probably some of the ones that were the hardest to make.
And then can I have my phone?
Have you got a favourite film?
I once went to a competitor of this organisation, Seni, right? And I was with Michael Jai White, and obviously a load of people came up, and a few of them were like, "Oh, just seen your new film." This was way back. Undisputed 2. You're brilliant in Undisputed 2. And he's like, "Yeah, the other guy, he's here." And they're like, "Where is he?" He says, "No, he's right here. It's Scott Adkins." Well, they didn't recognise me at
People
all.
have copied and had tattoos, haven't they?
Some people have had tattoos like Boyka, and some people have had tattoos of Boyka's face. It's weird.
You find it a bit strange.
If there's anyone here with a Boyka tattoo, I'll take that back.
Okay. Lady with a giant one on her back over there. Right. Okay. So this is from Bo. Can I be in your next movie?
I've been looking for someone willing and ready to take a round kick to the face at 88 frames per second.
Where is Bo?
In high definition. So maybe, you know, you're the guy
Bo.
for the job, yeah?
Little girl's tattoo.
Oh, well, if it's a little girl, yes, of course.
Okay.
But I also need someone, willing people, just to take kicks to the head.
Well, do you know what?
They're always welcome.
That was a question from Mal Quarters. How do I become an extra in one of your films?
Well, yeah, if we're shooting in the UK would help. And I really don't know. I don't know.
That's someone else's job and they just turn up.
Pay close attention to Facebook, and if I'm doing a film in the UK, then maybe we can sort it out.
This is from Marley, sorry, excuse me. What's your favourite technique?
The back kick is just the greatest kick, I think. If you can perform that correctly, if you can land that with perfect style and technique, that is a great kick. And the most devastating kick, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've been kicked with a few of those. So, how old was when you started, Scott?
I was 10.
That was from Bo as well.
10 years old, judo, my dad and my brother did it. They stopped, I went into taekwondo, kickboxing, you know, did my toe into lots of different...
Do you watch back any of your films apart from the takes, or is that a process that you have to do?
Normally when you've got a new film coming out and you're going through the editing process, or maybe I haven't even seen the movie until it's released, but then I'll watch it a few times, I'll watch it more than once. I'm not one of these actors that, I don't watch the finished product. I do, because I want to see how I come across the ideas that we had when we were making the film. Did we pull it off? Did it work? If not, why? And you'll watch it a bunch of times, and then a film like Accident Man 2, which I'm very involved in, you know, have been watching it again and again and again and again and again. And by the time that's released, I'll be sick of it. So I probably won't watch it.
Imagine that you can look at it and go, that looks great. I'm going to do that there.
You've got to be able to critique your own performance and your own movie, and you know, you need to watch it the first time to get away from the fact that, okay, I'm watching myself in a film and all the baggage that I have going into that. Watch it a couple of times, and then you can watch it and see it for the film that it actually is. And then you just try and, you know, honestly critique how you've done and what the film's like, and improve on it the next time.
As far as your training goes, and I know how hard you train, how often are you in the gym? Because you have to be movie ready, can't you? If you get a phone call and you can't say, I'll be ready in 2 months, let me get in shape. You need to be ready, I'm guessing. So how often do you go to the gym?
Yeah, 5 times a week, 6.
Do you still love your training in the gym? Or do you see
I
it
love
as
it,
just
yeah.
part of your job?
I don't find it hard to get motivated. I enjoy it. It's also a part of my life now that I've always, you know, I get up, I take the kids to school and I go to the gym. And then that's the beginning of the day is done, and then I do whatever else I need to do. And that's the, you know, that's the daily thing now. And when the kids are off school, I don't go to the gym. No, I don't.
So that answered your question. I think it was Leanne. So the likes of Donnie Yen and Tony Jaa, who'd you like working with? Who was the best? You know, like, this is great. This guy knows what he's doing. He's fast. It's hard to keep up. Or
I'm never going to say is Donnie Yen better than Tony Jaa and all the rest of it, because you know, they're all incredible. They're all brilliant. Some for different reasons. You know, Donnie Yen, Tony Jaa, that's the very pinnacle. That's the top of the mountain in terms of the best guys that have ever done it. So when I get to do a film with those guys, it's nice to be able to, in my own head, compare and compete on a, you know, there's a bit of competitiveness within me that wants to see how I deal with them. Even though I know it's not a real fight, it's just a movie. But in terms of skill level, but I learned so much off those guys.
definitely on the level. I mean, just on the art of action, everyone you interviewed, they were like, they were in awe talking to you. You know, they were. You can see they were as much.
Physiology of exercise. So there's 3 muscles that come into play, muscle groups. The hamstring group, the back leg, the biceps femoris, the adductor group on the inside, and then you have the top end of the quadricep, the iliopsoas and the sartorius up front. But people don't realize these joints are surrounded by ligaments that should be fairly flexible but aren't. They're tight. That's what holds the joint together. So not only do you have to stretch the muscle out, you have to work the ligaments also to make those relax, the flexor ligaments and the extender ligaments.
Everyone had built up, stretching and kicking. Did you have it?
Yeah.
Did you?
Probably still got it in the loft.
I'll see.
It would have been next to, you know, the heel show, the dynamic kicking, and all the old martial art books back in the day. No, but when I was a teenager growing up, I had all the books you could get. I'm old too.
Bill, can you just, for those that might not see your seminar in a bit, right, they might, they might just go, can you, I know you've been warming up just, can you just show us just how flexible you still are? Please. So I asked nicely, at 77 years old, 77, find me another 77 years old. That's what is called superfoot. Bill?
I'm not going to do that.
I didn't. It's my pain. See, I'm 77 years old. I understand things hurt, but the beauty of it is, I don't remember where.
So, for those people that didn't come early and listen to Scott,